Accessory structure of the eye. Eyebrows provide facial expression, protects the eye from glare and perspiration. Eyelids block foreign objects, helps with sleep, blink to moisten. Meet the corners, lateral and medial commissures, lacrimal caruncle, area at medial commissures contains sweat and oil glands. Consists of the orbicularis oculi muscle and tarsals plate covered with skin on the outside and conjunctiva in the inside. The tarsal glands secrete oil that reduces tear evaporation. The eyelashes help keep debris from eye. The conjunctiva, a transparent mucous membrane that lines the eyelids and covers anterior surface of eyeball except cornea. Richly innervated and vascular, heals quickly. Conjunctivitis, inflammation of the conjunctiva, results in irritated red eyes. Pink eye, highly contagious bacterial or viral infection of the conjunctive. Trachoma, the chlamydial infection of the conjunctiva cornea. The lacrimal apparatus. The lacrimal secretions, tears. A dilute saline solution containing mucus are production of the lacrimal gland. Flows across the eyeball to wash away foreign particles, delivers O2 and nutrients, and prevent infection of the bacterial side, lysozyme and antibody A. Tears flow through the lacrimal punctum, opening on edge of the eyelid, via lacrimal canal, to the lacrimal sac, then into the nasolacrimal duct, emptying into the nasal cavity. 6 extrinsic muscles attach to the exterior surface of the eyeball, attach to the bony orbit, enabling the eye to follow moving objects, maintain the shape of the eyeball. The innervated by cranial nerves 3, 4, and then 6. Strabismus, cross-eyed due to eye rotating medial and laterally, aka lazy eye. 3 principal components of the eyeball. 3 layers, tunics, that form the wall of the eyeball. The optical component emits and focuses lights, the neural component, retina, and the optic nerve. The liquid is the aqueous humor. The pupil is not considered the optical component. The tunics. Tunica fibrosa, outer fibrous layer, dense avascular connective tissue. Avascular has no blood cells. The sclera, dense collagenous white on the eye, protects the eye and shapes it. The cornea, transparent area of the sclera that emits the light into the eye. Tunica viscosa, the uvea, middle vascular layer. The choroid, highly vascular, deeply pigmented layer behind the retina. Ciliary body, extension of choroid that forms a muscular ring around the lens. Supports lens and iris, secretes aqueous humor. The iris, colored diaphragm controlling size of pupil, its center and opening. The melanin in chromatophorus of iris is the brown or black eye color. Reduced melanin is blue, green, or gray color. The tunica intera is sensory, so the retina and the beginning of the optic nerve. The optical components focuses light. Transparent elements that emit light rays, refract, bend them, and focus images on the retina, all clear to bend light. The cornea, the transparent cover on the anterior surface of the eyeball is vascular. The aqueous humor is the serous fluid posterior to the cornea, anterior to the lens. It circulates nutrients and oxygen and removes waste. It reabsorbs the sclera veinous sinus and produces and reabsorbs at the same rate. Lens. Lens fibers. Flattened, tightly compressed, transparent cells that form lens. Suspended by suspensory ligaments from the ciliary body. Main function is to change the shape and helps focuses light. Vitreous body or humor. Fills vitreous chamber posterior segment. Jelly fills between lens and retina. Doesn't circulate and needs to stay in place or it'll change the pressure, causing blindness. The optical components. The aqueous humor is released by the ciliary body into the posterior chamber, passes through the pupil and anterior chamber, then reabsorbs into the canal of the scalum, which is the sclerovenous sinus. The neural components includes the retina and the optic nerve. The retina is not all attached. It forms as an outgrowth of the dicephalon, attached to the rest of the eye only at the optic disc and at the ora serrata, which is anterior. The optic disc is a blind spot, site where the optic nerves leaves the eye, and there are not photoreceptors cells. Pressed against the rear of the eyeball by the vitreous humor. Detached retina causes blurry areas in the field of vision and leads to blindness. Macula lutea, cells of the visual axis of the eye. Fovea centralis, center of the macula, finely detailed images due to the packed photoreceptor cells. Concentration of cones. The macular degeneration, damage of the macula due to age or hereditary loss of color vision, central vision, and acuity. Examine retina with the ophthalmoscope. The macula lutea is a patch of cells on the visual axis of the eye. Fovea centralis is the pit of the center of the macula lutea and blood vessels of the retina. Retina is considered clear to light. Cataracts is the clouding of the lens. Lens fiber darkens with age. Fluid-filled bubbles and clefts filled with debris appear between the fibers. It's induced by diabetes, smoking, drugs, ultraviolet radiation, and certain viruses. Replace natural lens with plastic one. Glaucoma, evaluate pressure within the eye due to obstruction of the sclerovenous sinus and improper drainage of the aqueous humor. Death of the retinal cells due to compression of blood vessels and lack of oxygen. Illusory flashes of light are an early symptom. Colored halos around light are late symptoms. Loss of vision cannot be restored. Intraocular pressure measured with tonometer.